Hello everyone, it's time for us to go and take a look at the iPhone 14 and see how this particular iPhone holds up in the middle part of 2024. Now, I will definitely tell you, for the average person, I probably would not, this is a very, very good iPhone. And I would say for, going into the Apple Store, going into Best Buy and picking up an iPhone, this is a very decent option. I really like this iPhone a lot. I still think it's completely worth buying. And there's a lot of changes this iPhone's probably going to be going through in the next, couple of months, especially with iOS 18. So we'll talk about that throughout this whole entire video. Now, if you want to pick up this iPhone or some other iPhones I'd recommend buying this year, links will be down in the description. You can get that from there and you can help support the channel at the exact same time. Now, starting off with the outside of the iPhone 14, the first thing you have to keep in mind is that this thing is giving you that 6.1-inch Super Retina XDR OLED display, and it is a very good looking panel. I really do like this phone in a lot of different ways, and this panel itself is very, very good. It's not the best panel, it's a 60Hz panel. It's doesn't get the brightest, but it's still a good looking display, and I do feel like Apple, for the most part, did a really good job when it comes down to the whole entire exterior of this particular phone, at least for like their mid-tier, iPhone. On top of that, you're still maintaining a lightning port at the bottom, flat sides. You're still getting the glass on the back, which is still very nice to have. You're getting a dual camera setup on the back side as well, which again is very, very nice to have. And overall, it's a good feeling and looking phone. You're getting the MagSafe capability, you're getting wireless charging, IP certification, and overall, for the way this phone kind of holds up, it still holds up fairly well in a lot of different ways. So it's definitely not perfect, but it's definitely not terrible either. And I do give this phone a lot of respect from that ways as well. So from that side, it definitely gets a thumbs up for me. Now, on top of that, this particular phone is also giving you a lot of other cool stuff. So software-wise, I really, really like this phone because it is basically giving you a long-lasting software perspective, which I actually like a lot. So with this particular phone, you're basically getting a phone that's going to be supported probably for the next couple of years. And this is something I like a lot about this phone compared to even some other phones that came out in 2022 like this device. You never know how long a phone's going to last. Nowadays, phones are lasting a much longer period of time, but I do like the iPhone 14s and the iPhones of the last couple of years because we know for a fact these phones, for the most part, are probably going to be supported with software for a long, long period of time. And that is something that I like a lot about these particular devices. So with something like the iPhone 14, the software perspective definitely gets a thumbs up for me. And like I said, that is something I actually like a lot about these particular devices. So this in and of itself definitely gets a thumbs up without a doubt. Now, on top of that, this phone's performance is still very, very good. You're still getting the Apple A16 Bionic chip inside of this thing, you're still getting the Apple A15 Bionic chip inside of this thing with 4 gigabytes of RAM. And that is a decent performing phone to have. And probably you were getting the Apple A15 Bionic chip inside of this thing with 6 gigabytes of RAM. And without a doubt, that is a very good amount of RAM. That's very good performance to have inside of a phone as well. Like if I'm going to go through and pick up a device, I like the fact that this thing is giving me that type of capability from that perspective. So this in and of itself definitely gets a thumbs up for me as well. Now, it's not a perfect performing device, but for a majority of things that you're going to throw at it, I do like the fact that this phone is giving you this type of capability at that type of price level. This phone is not giving you, it's not $1,000 phone anymore. So you shouldn't expect it to perform like $1,000 device, but I do like the fact that this phone does perform at fairly good levels. It's a good performing device for the most part, and I do feel like if I'm going to go and pick up a device, this is a very, very decent option for sure. So overall, what I'll definitely tell you is I like the iPhone 14, and I still think it holds up very, very well in the middle part of 2024. Again, it's not probably a perfect device anymore, but I do feel like this is a very decent option. If you're in the market, I'd recommend picking it up and buying it. I don't really think this is a phone I'd recommend people to buy if you want to go and have the best flagship phone. I'd recommend either buying an iPhone 13 Pro or an iPhone 14 Pro. But this is a very decent option as well, and I'd recommend the average person to go and buy this phone without a doubt. So that pretty much covers it up here. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.